Years of corruption, mismanagement and underinvestment have seen Transnet's Durban port struggle with delays, congestion and chronic equipment failures. With government's intervention through Operation Vulindlela, the National Logistics Crisis Committee has been established to enable a coordinated response to address the challenges in the freight and port logistics network. These interventions have seen a reported 73% reduction in vessels at anchorage at the container terminals since November 2023, with the upgrading of equipment and operational improvements. But experts say the Durban container terminal's underperformance continues, especially on the land side of cargo movement, to the detriment of the trucking industry.
We need, I suppose, action. Please, less talk, less free up the bidding process. Release some of the ordering processes that are so restrictive for public companies here, for good reason. We know why. But we've got to release that. We've got to let people get out there and start running the businesses. We need to oversee. We don't need any more corruption, as we had. But we most certainly need to free up the businesses. And that's something I'd like to hear from the President at SONA.
Transnet, saddled with 130 billion rand debt, which requires a debt repayment of 1 billion rand a month, has been seeking debt relief from government to repair its balance sheet and restore freight rail and port capacity. Last year, government handed Transnet a 47 billion rand guarantee facility to help raise the funding it needed to deal with its operational challenges and to implement reforms. Economists, logistics and freight experts have called for the restructuring of Transnet's debt and also the unbundling of the state entity. They've also called on President Ramaphosa to address the need for private-public partnerships to upgrade key infrastructure to boost the economy. Such a partnership to run the country's largest container facility in the Durban port has been stalled by a court challenge. This after Philippines-based global port operator, International Container Terminal Services Incorporated, won a bid and committed to invest 11 billion rand into improving port performance, which is now in limbo due to a challenge from Maersk, the losing bidder. Watts says the biggest issue in the country is to improve uplift by rail, not just of containers, but bulk products.
There's a bulk facilities out at beyond the terminal, at IVS, and bulk connections. They used to rail in there, they can't anymore. They've not railed for a year or two. So they're running 400 of those bulk trucks a day, which is all in the same area that container trucks go in, and a whole load of other business out there.
Transnet's port terminals in Durban say they will release an update on the movement of goods in the port later this month. Renee Heine, SABC News, Durban.